Yeah, hello everybody. I'm Klaus and welcome again to 3 Minutes Only, my running online interview series. And today we are at session number 14. Yes, my guest today is a musician from UK. He's a singer and founding member of a band which started in 1972. So please welcome on the phone, Bob Catley from UK band MAGNUM. Hi Bob, great to have you here. How are you doing?
How you doing? Yeah, how you doing, everybody? Oh, gone all American. I'm good, thank you. I'm just going to do my little interview for everybody now, and I hope it makes sense.
First of all, a big thank you to your manager, Annie, who made the interview possible. So thank you, Annie, for your great support. Thank you.
Yes, she's managed me a long time now. She does everything for me. And I'd be lost without her, I'll tell you. So thank you, Annie, for setting up everything.
Okay. Bob, like always, my very first question is, how is the weather in England?
How's the weather in England? Well, it's bloody awful at the moment. My friend, it's raining and windy and there's a storm going across the country. But it's okay because I'm indoors, so that's okay.
Okay. In Germany, we have 1 degree plus and it's snowing. We have snow here. Okay, it's winter time.
Yeah, we had snow up north of England, Scotland and northern England.
Yeah, okay.
It's quite mild down where I live, down south.
Okay. Bob, 3 minutes only. We have not too much time, so let's start with our few questions.
Okay.
Due to COVID-19, there are very heavy times for all bands worldwide. How do you and the band manage this unplanned break?
Well, we just started recording a new album. Gives us something to do. Tony, we had our tour put back last spring, so we couldn't go anywhere because of the COVID-19 situation. So Tony started writing songs, and then he wrote enough to come into the studio and have a listen and start putting some vocals down on them. So we've got 11, 12 songs to work on now. So that's what we've been doing up till now, and we'll be carrying on with the new album later on this year in the summer. And hopefully we'll be then go straight to rehearsals to do this British and European tour we've been trying to do for the last year and a half. So wish us luck with that. Hopefully the situation will have changed by then, and with all the bands in the world can carry on doing what they do best, which is recording and touring albums and going around all the countries and getting back with their fans who have absolutely ages. So yeah, so that's what we'll be doing. I've also got some festivals coming up with Avantasia, which were put back from last year because of the situation. So hopefully those will be put in place this year and be allowed to happen. But you never know, do you? So I can't say too much because I can't look into the future. But hopefully it's going to be a really busy year for us quite soon, and we can carry on finishing the album and getting on the tour and put the album out sometime next year, whenever that's deemed to be possible. So there's a lot with Magnum, and it's been very quiet in between the studio over in Wolverhampton. I've been going over there every day with Tony, and it's sounding good. Just getting on with it, but we've gone as far as we can at the moment, and later this year we'll be getting the other guys on the record. Janice especially, he lives in Germany, so he hasn't put his parts down yet. Our new bass player, Janice Ward. So there's a lot to look forward to, and it's been fun, and we're all keeping safe, and nobody's caught it yet, so hopefully that's the time. And we can get on with our lives pretty soon. And I wish everybody the best out there, and everybody get the jabs, and I'm looking forward to mine. I want to swim. And so, you know, it's in a terrible situation. There's a lot to look forward to still, you know. So I'm trying to make the best of it, and then I wish everybody health and keep safe.
Okay. Bob, a little indiscreet question. You have two daughters. Are they also involved in the music business like you as a singer or whatever?
Not really. No, no. My one daughter, Robin, she was in a band a few years ago called the Fishnet Parachutes. She had a big pink Mohican, and she's like into punk. Well, she was at the time. She still is, I think. She was playing saxophone. She had a couple of saxophones that she was playing, and they were great. They were really good, you know, like bouncing up and down and that. And so she's like me, a chip off the old block. She's very rock and roll, Robin. My other daughter, Jenna, she has 3 children, so she's busy enough looking.
In another way, okay.
She hasn't got time to be musical, but she used to play a flute. She used to play the flute many years ago, but not recently. But yeah, so I've always been a singer all my life, and I'm a fan, I guess.
Okay, Bob. Next year, Magnum will celebrate its 50th anniversary. Unbelievable. So, are there any plans for 2022? Sorry.
2022. Yeah. Well, yeah. The idea would be to complete this tour this year. September onwards, and we're supposed to be doing a 12 days with Gotthard. So we'll hopefully do that this year, and then next year, hopefully put out this new album that we've been working on the last 6 months and get that out, and we can tour on the back of that. And 50 years of Magnum, so we'll think of some ideas for that, but we got to get this year through yet first, so it's a little bit soon to talk about 50th anniversary yet. That'll all be focusing on that next year, when after the album's come out. We've got all year to do it. You know, we might do it in 2 parts, and because we've just come off tour at the end of this year, hopefully, so you can't tour straight away. So we've got to see what happens. I mean, if when the timelines have got to be right, and so we don't know exactly when we would tour 2022, but it will happen at some point, and it'll be great. 50th anniversary, so I hope we can do that. That's the plan, but we haven't got any further than it's a great idea. That's all. That's as far as we've got to. Yeah.
Bob, Magnum's second founding member is Tony Clarkin, the man on the guitar. Do you live close together in England or far apart? And are you, after nearly 50 years, partners in crime or sometimes men with a little bit differences?
No, we've got on great over the years. We're lucky, really. We like the same kind of music, pretty much. We just think the same on a lot of things, and we've been working together that long now that it's not hard. It's very easy to work with each other, and he writes great songs. And if he wanted somebody to sing them properly, and he got hold of me, we started working together back in 1972 in the nightclub scene. So it's been great all these years. We've been on several million record labels, had a couple of managers, one, and we manage ourselves now, and I think we do good together. And we've got a great band with us, with a new bass player and keyboard player and drummer. So everything's looking good for Magnum at the moment, and we'll get on really well. And long that may continue. I can't believe me talking 50 years next year. Amazing. Okay. As long as there's some marriages, isn't it, really? Or a life sentence, whichever way you want to look at it. Anyway,
but when you look back from the beginning in 1972 till today, what was the biggest change in the band's history?
Biggest change? I don't know. Musically, we developed over the years musically. I think we was when we first started out putting out records with Jet Record label. I think we had some success earlier on, but then I think we became a bit self-indulgent, and their albums were good, but they weren't getting up to the major bulk of rock fans out there. But Tony started, opening up with his writing and what goes, and trying to. He wanted music to appeal to more people. Otherwise, we weren't gonna last very long with some kind of circle of thing. So we disappeared down the plug hole. So a change of direction helped us a great deal, and so and we had a couple of lineup changes as well. It's all for the best, and the band came through it bigger and better than ever, more successful. And we wouldn't have done what we would be now if we just carried on doing what we were doing musically. So I think you have to change and adapt to the world as it is, and we've become a much wider band, musically, and fans across the world.
Yeah.
So it was a good move from Tony, and he had the foresight to do that. And that's the biggest change. Apart from a couple of lineup changes, but that happens over the years. And so you have to do things otherwise to survive, if you want to go somewhere. And because we love being a band, that's what we've ever wanted to do, really. And best job in the world.
Yeah. It's
great. You can get up when you like.
Yeah.
I don't feel like getting up today. I'm joking. No, it's nice being your own boss, managing yourself now with the help. We have a good team around us, so we seem to be a good concern, and long may that be. And I don't want this to stop. I want to keep it going. And we ain't done yet, so we'll watch this space. There's a lot going to be happening soon.
Okay. Well, my very last question is, to which kind of music do you listen in your leisure time? Maybe hip hop or jazz or heavy metal? What's your music in the leisure time?
I like rock music in general. Not too metally for me, but rock music's great. It's been my Bible all these years. I like a lot of bands, I tend to stick with what I grew up with, really. I started out listening to the Rolling Stones years and years and years ago. But now I've calmed down a bit, and I like a bit of, anything that sounds good. I like Sting's voice, and I like his music. I like Elton John. I used to be an Elvis Presley fan years ago. Lady Gaga, I don't know, pretty varied I like, Okay. I think my daughter's music's have rubbed off on me a bit. And I'm pretty easygoing on my music. Pink Floyd, I used to love. I've got all Pink Floyd's albums. And I love Avantasia. I'm really into their albums because I'm part of Avantasia. But I don't listen just to what I've sung on there. I listen to the whole album, and it's really good. I mean, that's the Avantasia album kind of, and a Magnum album kind of sum up my musical preferences. It's very varied. Magnum's always made varied albums, throughout the years, and I think that's what's kept us popular, because you never know what you're going to get from Magnum, and it's slightly different every time. And Avantasia's kind of the same thing. So, I mean, I could listen to all that stuff forever. It's really my world, that is, kind of music I love. But then I watch films just as often as listening to music. So I like watching a movie. So it's not all music with me. I don't read books. I've never been into reading books. I tried to read The Lord of the Rings once. It took me a year. The film's only 3.5 hours.
Okay. Bob, time is up, 3 minutes only, so thank you so much for your time.
It's a long 3 minutes, isn't it?
A little bit longer, yeah. I wish you and the band all the best. Stay healthy, stay safe. Hope to see you and Tony and the rest of the band of Magnum on tour as soon as possible. And thank you for your time. And I wish you a great remaining Tuesday afternoon. Thank you, Bob.
Okay, thank you, Klaus. Very nice.